Come on in, y'all. Come on in, y'all. Come on in, y'all. Let me know if you can hear me. I'm using a lavalier mic today because y'all know I'm not in my normal place. So come on in the room. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. And make sure you vote in the poll. I want to know what you're most excited about. We have a lot of shows coming out this week. And I just want to gauge your interest and see where we're at with everything. But come on in. Y'all know this is the Sweet Pea weekly check in that we do on every Saturday. So come on in the room, drop where you're at and how the weather is, or even how you're feeling today. How are y'all doing? This is our opportunity just to chat with no, no schedule, no schedule. I just want to know how y'all are doing and talk some TV movie stuff, of course. So come on in the room. Come on in the room. I'm leisure today. It's one of them Saturdays. I just want to lay around. I want to ideate. I want to brainstorm, come up with ideas. I really feel creative today. So this is the time I like to journal and do all those things. But I want to know how y'all are doing. Child, the way the allergies and the sinus pressure had me this week, Perclimp, do you hear me on our good Juneteenth? Lord have mercy, I've been going through it. Hey Jasmine, hey Jasmine. Let me know, y'all. Drop a one in the chat if you can hear me okay. I am using a different mic, so I want to make sure I'm not too loud, I'm not too soft, that you guys can hear me okay. And also let me know where you're at on this fine Saturday and how the weather is. I had high hopes this morning. I was going to get up. I was going to go to the farmer's market. I was going to buy some vegetables. I was going to juice. And here I am on the couch. That's where I am. Jazz says, hey, 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 friend. Hope you're having an amazing Saturday. See, the weather is nice in Atlanta today. I may go to the park. That sounds like a good, cute afternoon with some charcuterie on a blanket in the park. I'm here for that. Now, also, I set this live up a week in advance so everyone would know the time so there wouldn't be an issue with notifications because we know how YT likes to play on my top sometime. So come on in, y'all. Let me know where you're at. Let me know how you're feeling and do me a favor and vote in this poll. What are we most excited about this week? Okay, we've got one vote for the bear, one vote for Squid Game, and one vote for Gilded Age. If you don't know, we will be talking the Gilded Age weekly. Tyra is in the process of catching up as we speak. I believe tomorrow, Sunday evening, we start season 3 of the Gilded Age. And I can't wait, honey, because the tea is piping hot. All right, we have to see what's going to happen between our new rich people across the street because she done married that child off. She done married that child off. And apparently that's the true story of the Vanderbilts or whatever, child. I want to know what's tea with Gilded Age. The Bear season 4 is back this week. But y'all, I don't know because the way the Bear season 3, I feel like it took me down through there. Like I'll say that there were a couple of really beautiful episodes in season 3, but to me it wasn't a cohesive season. I feel like they were all over the place and I think they were trying to be like art house and make something different, but I need y'all to stick with the program. Nobody's bigger than the program. All right? And so I hope for season 4 we're back because I don't know what they were doing season 3. Like I said, I think they were trying to do something. I don't know. I can't wait to break my Vitamix out of storage so I can get back to juicing. I love juicing green apples and ginger. Like there is a bomb juicing recipe. It's got the ginger, it's got the green apple, it's got kale, celery, and pineapple. Bussin', bussin', bust down. Hey Lynn, happy Saturday, happy Saturday. If you're just getting here, drop it in the chat. Let me know where you're at and how the weather is and how you're feeling today. How are we doing mood wise? Is everyone okay? Are y'all doing okay? That's what I want to know. So let me see and make sure you vote in the poll too, because I just want to gauge what you guys' interest is. Hey, that girl from yonder. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hey, A, good to see you, sis. Good morning from Louisiana. Weather looks nice. Allergies had me thinking I was catching flu and fibromyalgia yesterday. Oh, no. Yeah, the way my sinus pressure, like, that's why we didn't do Mr. Loverman, y'all. Because the way that headache was piercing through the front of my face, it felt like something was sitting, like, right here behind my eyes, like my nose, like, child, and I couldn't shake it. It was crazy. And then I don't want to take like a ton of like antihistamines and stuff like that. I'm really trying to be more natural and back up off any, types of like girl, I'm trying to stay away from all the medicines to be honest with you if I can help it and just stick with my supplements cuz but I feel you. The allergies are not a game. Nothing to be trifled with. Yes, try that juicing recipe. So good. I think I found it on TikTok. I can't remember the creator, but I really love a good green juice. And my juice place that was woman owned across up the street, she closed down. She said she wasn't getting that cute coin. Thank you, that girl from yonder. You know we got to do that skincare, honey. When you get to be a certain age, you gotta lock in. You gotta hydrate. What's up, Aisha? What's up, Aisha? Hope you're having an amazing Saturday. Let me know where y'all are at and how the weather is, how y'all are feeling today. Let's see. I think the last season of The Bear was a love letter to chefs and people in the industry. Lynn, that's what it had to be. But girl, give me some storytelling. You know what I mean? Give me that good old what's her name, y'all? Our scream queen. Give me some good old Jamie Lee Curtis. Give me that episode. Like give me some more Carmine, aka Lip. That's who I want to see. I don't want this art house. I don't want to spend a whole episode gazing in the flowers, walking in the meadow, looking at this dish of, lentils. I give me more. So I'm hoping season 4 is back to you know what I'm saying. And not that I don't like art, y'all. Art is always subjective and I do love it, but don't set my expectations with such a strong season 1 and season 2 of The Bear and then give me that for season 3. Do this on your own time, buddy. You're supposed to be servicing me. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Rod? Hope you are having an amazing Saturday. Hey, gang from the West. West, West. You know how I feel about the West. You know how I feel about it. Oh no, felt on the fibromyalgia. I live with it and we're always conduits for weather changes. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I know that's like debilitating. I know it's debilitating. Aisha says, I'm in Ohio. It's been raining all week, trees down everywhere. That's why I lost power Wednesday. When did you eventually get it back? I saw your message. I wasn't in on you guys' marathon that night with Tyra, honey, because I had tuned in when y'all were watching Ballerina, and then I tuned out because girl, I'm not finna sit through this. And then they put the weekend movie on, and I was like, I'm not doing this. And then after that, I fell asleep. But I saw your message in the Discord where you said that the power was out and they didn't have like an ETA. When did it come back? Cause that's the worst, honey. I need my power. I need it. I need my power. Gilded Age. That is the true story of Consuela Vanderbilt. And if they do the true story, it was a horror story for her. She hated it and him, and he only married her for money. And the mama did it. My thing is as far as the Gilded Age and as far as the narrative that they're gonna tell, is Mr. Fine Fine going to put his wife away because of that? Because girl, you wouldn't let her come out officially, right, as the debutantes did back in the day into formal society, but you want to marry her off on the cheap so that you can be accepted? Girl, I can't wait to figure out what he's going to do. It's supposed to be hot today, Lord. I haven't even looked. Like I said, I had high hopes to get up and go to the farmer's market, but the couch felt better. You know what I mean? And plus, I still got to finish wrapping up topics for our collective news segment tonight. You guys, make sure you're there. We love the engagement during the live, but it's not getting a ton of like replays. And so we just want to make sure that it's something we want to keep on the schedule. But the collective news segment will be tonight at 7:15 before Blockbuster movie night. So make sure y'all are here for that if you want to see, what's trending, what's going on in our world. Unfortunately, the last season of The Bear turned me off the show, but season 1 and 2 was some of the best TV I've ever. Hey, my sentiments exactly. And I don't know if I'm becoming jaded, but like, baby, you gotta, what you did to get me is what you gotta do to keep me. All right. And like I said, it's not that last season wasn't aesthetic. You know what I mean? I think it was beautiful. And I think that what Lynn said is very true. It was very indulgent and it was very much so, I think, a love letter to people in the industry. But baby, I'm not in the industry. The industry didn't build this, we built it on our backs, right? So just make sure you cater to the audience that you built from the beginning. I think shows veer off when they, it's sometimes they don't come back from it. So that's the thing. Let's see where the vote is now. So 38% of you guys are most excited about The Bear, 25% for final season of Squid Game, and then The Gilded Age season 3. Only 12% for Ironheart. Come on, yeah. Now I'm excited for Ironheart. Like we get another black lady in the MCU or person. I don't know how they identify. I don't want to offend nobody. But I know that there's been so much hate to this young lady. So I think whether you're a Marvel person or not, I think we should all just come and tune in. I do. I think we should just all come and tune in to support this young lady in this endeavor because the way the Star Wars people do, the way the Marvel people treat black characters in the MCU is sickening. I don't know. So we need to go over there and support and at least see if it's cooking. You know what I mean? I'm going to give it a shot. I'm definitely going to support and hopefully get to talk about it. If I like it, I'll definitely come back and talk about it. Um, because we need these stories, y'all. Like, there's a lot of black stories within the MCU, and we need to hear them. Okay, Aisha said her power came back Thursday at 11. Golly. Child. That's what I said. I said I was gonna go ahead and be proactive and get like a little backup generator. Like one of the little mini generators just to have. They have like the battery powered one, so it's not using gas or whatever, just for the apartment. And then when I move, because I'm supposed to be moving here, I don't know what that's gonna look like, child. I don't know. I haven't gotten into any of these shows, y'all, catching up. So I'm just like, well, we still have, of course, and just like that, Divorce Sisters on the docket. I'm excited. It seems like finally we're getting more TV shows. This has been a slow year for me for TV. And a lot of the stuff that I really loved last year won't be back until 2026. So I'm just trying to make the best of what we got. I know there's going to be a couple of documentaries that come out. I actually sat down yesterday and finally watched Surviving Ohio State, which, if you haven't seen it, definitely recommend checking it out. I believe it's on Max, and it's about the Ohio State wrestling team and that predator, Dr. Strauss, who was violating them boys from like the 70s to the 90s. I think they said he had like a 20-year reign of terror. And it reminded me of that girl's gymnast doctor because he was doing their medical exam, but all the while he was touching them, right? And now these are all grown men coming back and telling their stories about what happened and how the coaches that were the coaches and the assistant coach of the wrestling team were complicit. They knew about it. They made jokes. They let that doctor shower with these boys. It is crazy. So if you haven't checked that out, that's called Surviving Ohio State. I would highly recommend it, especially if you have children who will be in college soon. Just the things to be wary of and the things to um, be mindful of, because a lot of the men said, of course, when they were boys, that, it was a doctor. And a lot of them were there on scholarship. And it was like, well, he had to do this. This was part, of the process. This was like a rite of passage. And I really, really feel like people need to have conversations with their kids about, and you don't think you do, but at 17, 18, they still don't know, especially when it's someone of power and of influence and a professional that's supposed to be trusted. Sometimes those lines get blurred and they don't know. So I think it was really important to watch for anybody, whether you have, you have boys or girls. I think it was important. Said all that to say. The other thing I watched, the other doc I watched was Trainwreck. And if you're not watching Trainwreck, that is a series on Netflix where they're talking about all of these kind of catastrophic events or like true crime things. I think last week they did Astro World, the whole Travis Scott portal terrible situation. And then you had this week a Mayor of Mayhem, which was about this mayor in Canada who was doing the absolute most. That was actually a decent watch if you need a documentary fix, for this weekend. Jasmine says, "Hey Rod, I'm going to LA in a few weeks." I know that's right. Do you have a conference there, Jasmine, or is it for fun? Um, sending love about your health. Though I don't have fibromyalgia, I have chronic pain. It's so difficult. Sending nurturing vibes. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, y'all. I hope you're prioritizing your health and wellness, though. Excuse me, yes, that girl from yonder, and that's on Max. Definitely watch it. Like I said, if you need a documentary fix, or like I said, are just in a position where you can like educate young people because predators come in all professions. I'm a mentally and emotionally drained. Hopefully, the lives tonight give me life. Oh, Aisha, I'm so sorry, girl. That's what we're here for, to brighten and liven the days up a little bit. Yes, come through. And I may do something after this live, super casual in the Discord. I've been wanting to go back through the old school Lifetime movie archives. And I just saw Prime has a ton of them on there. So we might do a little retro Lifetime movie binge this afternoon if y'all want to. It could be fun. Yes, girl. Yes, girl. Smoking crack. But here's what I said. I said, listen, for all that it was worth, at least what they presented in that documentary, other than smoking a little crack, I mean, Rob was getting stuff done for the people. The lady said, listen, I have a ton of trash in my yard and the people are not coming. He said, all right, I'm on my way. His friend who managed the little sub shop said, listen, there's nobody to make deliveries. He said, I got you. Let me go. Let me go. I'll make the delivery for you. Rest in peace to that man. That man is no longer here. But it was diabolical. Like it almost felt comical how he got elected, everything that happened during his stay in office, the fact that he would leave the office to go coach his football team, and all seemed to be in an effort to be acceptable to his father. It's very interesting. He did end up passing from um I believe a type of cancer, which is very, very sad. But child, he was doing the most. He was smoking that crack, drinking that wine, and they had him in living color. It like I said, it almost felt like satire watching it. It didn't feel like real life. Hey, Low Reacts. Good to see you, boo. Good to see you, boo. If you guys are members of the channel and you are active in the Discord and you have not already, let me know if you have any interest in being a moderator. I want two more people over there that can actively engage in the community and, just kind of call the herd if necessary, if there's anything like egregious. I'm still working on that post to put over there just with like some directives for the mods, but the community has grown by like 100 people over the last week or so, and I just want to make sure we have infrastructure in place, to deal with it, because there's a lot of new people that potentially means a lot of new personalities. So I just want to make sure that kind of the core group, can help monitor that. Yes, another conference, the inaugural Hollywood conference at UCLA. Oh, wow, that's going to be a good time. Hopefully, the weather's beautiful. Hopefully, it's amazing over there. Let me know, y'all, if y'all are just getting here. Vote in the poll. And also, let me know where you're at. If you don't have to get state specific, if you just want to give me a coast, and let me know how the weather is today and how you're feeling. This is our weekly check in with the Sweet Peas to make sure everybody is well. His brother now runs our province. He's a light, more egomaniac version of his brother. Oh my gosh. How is that even possible, that girl from yonder? I thought in order to, well, I don't know what it's like in Canada, but I thought to run for public office, you had to have certain basic requirements as far as education was concerned. Child. Yeah, somebody told me in the comments of like, because I did a TikTok, I did a short on it, and they were like, he's the like governor, right? So he's a premier, which would be equivalent to a governor there. His brother is. Yeah, no, I'm going to be do my best to try to make it to the live collective tonight because I need to hear you and Tyra's take on. Lord, I just downloaded all them text messages. So I'm gonna try to find what stands out the most. I think here's the thing: my early take on the whole. I think there's no excuse. We have seen so many men this year be brought down to their knees because they can't control their their penises, and it's really bizarre to me. Like I like have some decorum, right? Have some self-control. Have a modicum of self-control, but they it gives depraved. Like, are y'all that hard up for some dizzle? Like, you can find somebody who's gonna sign an NDA, be consensual and discreet, but it's like it's to me, it's an issue of like the abuse of power and the fact that it almost mirrors what our boy Christian Key said months ago as far as the sleeping in the guest room, grabbing from behind, doing all these things. Ultimately, it's always weird to me when I see, and we talked about this a little bit earlier in the week, when you have a much older person kind of with a pattern of being with very, very young people. On the other side of that, when you have these people in positions of power who are always involved with their employees. You see, like the power dynamic is imbalanced, and anytime to me that's a pattern, it makes me feel like you have nefarious intent, like you're trying to get over on someone, or you think your value is based in your money, your power position, and so then you prey on people who you feel like need that or yearn for that. Brother Minister Malcolm would say chickens coming home to roost. I don't know anything about that. I will say that if this would have not been a certain if this had not been, I don't think, like a YT presenting person presenting this, I don't think it would be making all of the buzz that it is. But if he's doing this and if he is in fact being predatory, it needs to be addressed. But we'll get all into it. Good morning, Miles. How are you doing today? How are you doing? Welcome. Low reacts. I'm in Dallas, and the temp is slowly making it to 90 degrees. Child, let me look at this weather where I'm at, because y'all know I'm in the Carolinas, and I do not know. I haven't even stepped outside. I'm in the air conditioning. All right, so the temperature right now is 87 degrees with a high of 91 degrees today. Yeah, I'll be inside. I'll be inside. Miles, it's 90 outside and will be 90 all week long. Oh no. It's summer. I guess well, it's not quite summer, but it's just about. Oh, it is summer now. Today is summer. Is today the first official day? We have a terrible nepotism problem here in our politics. They're basically new money family consolidating power. They found their base with conservative newcomers in Canada. I saw that. I saw that the dad had, got it out the mud, they said, became like a tycoon, a big business guy, then entered politics, really loved football, wanted his son to play football. He couldn't play, he wasn't good at it. So he coached. And then, of course, he went into politics trying to follow or to make his dad proud. And now we see the brother doing the same thing. Yeah, Aisha, it's like, I don't know. Yeah, Lord. And I think when you live in secrecy, it's always bound to come out. You know what I mean? It's always bound to come out. Child, yeah, I'm a bring him over there because oh God, I'm gonna bring him over there because it's just like the whole trending of it all. Now his is a little bit different because they're saying that Fat Joe was with minor girls, right? And my thing is, if this hype man, DJ, whoever he was, who's now bringing this to the forefront, why weren't you intervening on these young girls' behalf if that's what happened? It's like a fine line sometimes between, is this a money grab? Like, are you doing this for the money or are you doing it for the justice? Clearly, it's not the justice because you could have prevented it from happening. As soon as you saw him with a young person, you could have called them people. Like, this is inappropriate. I don't like this. I'm leaving and I'm calling somebody. But you stayed long enough to be able to tell the story down the road. And that's the stuff I don't like. But if he did it, he's wrong as hell. I'm still kind of gathering stuff. I honestly just have the initial article of the suit. What is it for $20 million that they filed against him? Yeah, $20 million lawsuit. Oh no. Excuse me. Fat Joe did a countersuit for $20 million, calling the claims complete fabrications, defamation. So he's suing for and that's very very hard to prove. So we'll see. We'll see. But again, why now? I don't know. And like I said, injustice is injustice. If some of the victims come forward, I'd be more interested in that. But this hype man coming back all this time later to say this, why didn't you stop it when you did it? We about to barbecue today, kicking summer off right. Well, send me a plate, Chuck. Send me a plate, Chuck. Chuck. Every time I say Chuck, it makes me think of Charlie Brown. I can't help it. I miss the Carolinas, Ashley. I'll trade you some Whataburger for a cookout shake. Baby Low Reacts, tell me why they got Whataburger now. They have two of them. They have one in Gastonia and they have another in Concord now. Now, if you got some In and Out Low Reacts, I'll trade you. I'll trade you. Yeah, yeah. I'll trade you some In and Out for some cookout. I'll bring you all the cookout you want. Summer solstice was yesterday. We are officially in summer. Okay, I didn't know if it was the 20th or the 21st. That's what they saying, Chuck. That's what they called him, a PDF file. His old hype man came out. But again, if you knew he was doing this, so it is Charlie Brown. Okay. Hey, bro. Hope you're having a happy Saturday, Joshua. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good morning, Ashley and chat. I love your color scheme. Thank you. It's so pink. That man is like, once we get married, you're gonna relax on that pink. No, I'm always gonna have a pink room, sir. Always a dusty rose pink moment going on. But I won't put it throughout the whole house for him. I don't wanna. I don't want to make it. I don't want to make it challenging. Well, my name is Charles and I'm brown. Hey, a win is a win. You know what I mean? All the chickens coming home to roost, child. They better pray and repent and get right with the Lord. Cause what are you doing? I don't know. There's just so much stuff going on. So yeah, that's on the docket for sure. We'll talk briefly maybe about Chris Brown. I don't know, y'all, because I don't want the segments to go too long. But we've had this trend of these men unaliving their spouses, so there'll be a little bit of that. We have the Mexican OT dude wanting to say drop N bombs all over the place. We'll talk about that. I want to get into Venus's latest photo shoot. I think she looks spectacular. It's giving Grace Jones. Let's see. I want to talk about cruising in the Home Depot. That was something that just popped up on my TikTok, and I was like, what the helly? What the hell, Beyonce? Then I want to talk about this woman who ruined her life for a man. She took his charges. She ain't got no job, two babies, and she owes $6,000 to the state, all behind a man. Yeah, I want to talk about it. I want to talk about the daguerreotypes. There was movement in that case. I don't know if you guys know anything about the daguerreotypes and Harvard University and how so daguerreotypes was, I guess, one of the first forms of photography, I guess, but it's not quite photography. It's different. It was like, for the very, very rich. But during slavery times, there was a Harvard professor who went down to the South because he wanted to basically prove that Black people were a different species from white people. Anyway, he took these images of Black slaves, back then, brought them back to Harvard, and the descendants now want these images, these daguerreotypes back because it's their ancestry, and Harvard fought them. Like, no, we're not giving them back. So there's this whole litigation thing, and we've just had movement in that trial. So I want to talk about that as well. Um, I think it's really important to talk about, and just to think that Harvard wouldn't just turn this over is insanity to me. Because the families had to go to court to fight for it. I think that's something I want to talk about. Um, yeah. Who else? We'll talk a little bit about Brittany Renner. I don't even know if I want to do that. Chris Brown pled not guilty to crashing that man in the head with a bottle. I mean, there's some stuff we got to talk about, y'all, and then I'll keep the other ones under. B Simone, probably. There'll be a lot of things about it. Yeah, well, yeah, the daguerreotype I think is the actual type of material and method that they use. It's not film exactly. They say if you actually see it, they almost like, they say it's kind of like ethereal. Like it's a whole different thing. I've seen the images, but they say seeing it in person doesn't do it justice at all. Um, so yeah. Hey Zygester, what up, what up? Nicole says, oh yes, I heard about this. Yeah, it's been in litigation for quite a while. And like I said, they just had movement in the case. So I'm very interested to kind of dive a little bit into that. Um, Hey, Darfalina, what's going on? What's going on? I'm going to look into this case. I hadn't heard of it. Yes, absolutely. Look into it. And it's, again, it's the Harvard daguerreotypes. And you should be able to find it that way. If you just Google it, it should come up. OMG, the Henrietta Lacks of it all. They're gonna do that every single time. Ashley, when was the last time you went to the movies to see Sinners? Sinners was the last time I actually went to like the theater. Yeah, that's what I've heard. And there is this professor now who's been trying to make inroads to kind of restore it. So they're so fragile and delicate. And they've, like I said, been kept in the archives for a long time. So it'll be interesting to see what they can do to preserve them, going forward. Because, like I said, video and film can't really capture what we see there. But yeah, child, I'm trying to think what else do I have on the docket. Yeah, we got that man. Like I said, B Simone and her child. One minute she's in the bed with the baby, the next minute she's over there with her friend Shekinah, who was broke and she didn't give her no money, and she buying people houses and all kind of mess. And then of course we got a couple of true crime stories to throw in there. But yeah, it should be lively. A lot of stuff to talk about. Hey, bookskers and purrs. Make sure if you guys are just getting here, you vote for what you're most interested in. I'll probably be tackling each of those this week, but I don't know what we're going to do collectively yet. So make sure that you vote there. We really want to gauge interest. Also, let me know where you're at today and how the weather is. How are y'all feeling this Saturday? It's about to be even more breezy because I'm going to order some food and I'm going to brainstorm and get some of my thoughts out. I was saying earlier at the beginning of the live, I feel very creative today. I feel very much in my creative bag. So I want to explore some of that. Chris Brown has anger management issues. I know he was diagnosed with bipolar. Baby, I don't think he ever worked through some of his childhood stuff. It definitely gives he's got some repressed stuff going on. And I hope he gets help because I don't hate Chris, but he was definitely from a Slapaho tribe at some point in his life. You know, I'll set it right there. We remember what happened. Let's see, where's the poll at, y'all? So Gilded Age 30. So I expect y'all to be there for the live and for my upload because I'm gonna give Gilded Age my undevoted attention. And then coming in second place, Squid Game and Ironheart are matched at 23%, and The Bear only at 18%. I swear, The Bear turned people off with that last season. The Bear turned everybody off with that last season. But I need you guys to promise that. Well, maybe we'll do a watch for Ironheart. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll just do it in the Discord so everybody can watch it. But I really want us to support it, at least to see what it's about, right? Before giving up, because she's getting such a hard time. Robert Downer Jr. had to come out, honey, and release a statement and say, support her. Like, why are y'all acting like this to her? Because it's like, why? Everybody who breaks into these franchises who's of color seems like they get such a hard time and such a hard pushback. And I just don't get it. Like, wasn't the character black in the comics too? Like, what is the problem? They just lose their natural mind. I hope he gets help too. I don't hate Chris Brown either. He's so fine, baby. He fine. He been fine. And I don't even like a light bright like that, but he's very cute. I'm also in a creative mood. I have some visuals floating around in my mind based on concepts in my dissertation. Girl, put them down. So when do you actually present, Jasmine? Will you be presenting? Do you have a section or like a workshop or a presentation at UCLA? Nicole, you weren't really. Season three didn't hit for me. We were talking about that earlier. There are some beautiful episodes within season three, but it's not cohesive for me in the way that they've gotten us accustomed to telling a story. Like, I really do. I agree with A. Seasons one and two of The Bear were elite, right? Storytelling, spectacular. It was gritty, raw, but it was so well acted, like you felt it. And it was also visually appealing, right? But then in the season three, I really feel like it was way more art over substance in season three. Like, I think there was a couple really poignant episodes, but as a whole, it felt very art house to me. Like, I was like, what are we doing here? Where are we at? But season four, let us pray. I will watch Gilded Age live, even though I haven't seen the first two seasons. Oh, go back. You have time. You have time, Joshua. You have time. You've got time to catch up. You've got today. You got all day today, all day tomorrow. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. And I'm probably going to run back the last season just to make sure that it's fresh in my mind. Um, Darkseid with glasses coming to the barbecue, got sophisticated, thug infatuated. Okay, Chuck, so tell me, is all the family going to be here? Is she meeting the family today? Because that's a big deal. Oh, Darfalina. Y'all throwing that fine word around again. It's for a basehead. This picture that I got with him coming out the courthouse for busting that man over the head with a bottle, he looks handsome. Just saying. Crackhead or not. Good luck with your dissertation, Jasmine. Absolutely, absolutely. She says, yes, I'm on a panel. Ooh, is it going to be recorded? I've been needing to see the stuff, Jasmine. I've been needing to see the stuff. I'm so excited for our sexy Baron in the Gilded Age. Listen, books, like I said, I'm ready for the collateral damage and the fallout of it all. I need our Mr. Fine Man across the street to give his wife the business all about selling their daughter to the highest bidder. Um, I need all of that carrying on. I need to see what's going to happen with Newspaper Man. There's a lot that was left undone. So I'm glad we have a third season. And I'm so excited to see Audra. Our girl, listen, here goes my argument because Naya left and just like that, allegedly because of these other projects, while Audra McDonald is working day in, day out on Broadway in Gypsy, all the while having filmed The Gilded Age. Audra can do it, but you can't do it? Come on now. Come on now. But Audra is somebody totally different. And I will say this because the clips have been circulating over and over because of her Tony Awards performance of, she plays Madame Rose. If you Gypsy is my favorite musical of all time. Just FYI. I'm a musical girly. I love the musicals. Gypsy is my favorite musical of all time. And The Divine Miss M is in the TV version that I love the most, right? She does an incredible job. It's from the 90s. Like, go watch it because The Divine Miss M delivers every single time for me. I'm a child, a baby, a 80s baby, a 90s child, and Bette Midler is going to do it for me every time, right? And so hers has been the impression in my mind of when I think of Madame Rose in Gypsy. However, The way Audra McDonald got up there and made that role her own and really conveys, I think, the mental fracture of a Madame Rose unmatched. And people talked about it. She's squeaky, she's pitchy, she's all of those things. But I don't think they really get who Madame Rose was. I'm sorry, I'm on a whole tirade about this because y'all would never come for Audra. Okay, that's my girl. The only person to get up there and play Billie Holiday that looks nothing like Billie Holiday but delivered. Audra is that girl. No one can make me take it back. I cannot wait to see her in the Gilded Age this season. All right, I'm off my soapbox. I'm off my soapbox. I'm off my soapbox. But that would make me take a trip to New York to see her in Gypsy this go round. Anyway, I'm done. And Joy Woods is over there, who I love Joy Woods. If you know, you know. A high of 81 in Sacramento today. Sacktown, the Bay Area, and back down, right? Perfect. That is a perfect day. I was late to the Bear Party, so I binged both seasons, but season three just hasn't inspired me to watch. Girl, you might as well skip it. I don't even know if anything super relevant happens in season three. I feel like we're really still in the same place that we were at the end of season two. What's our good sis gonna do? You know what I mean? Is she gonna stay there with Crazy Carmine, or is she gonna branch out and really, because opportunities have presented themselves? I'm also on a panel for Consoling Passions next weekend where I'll be speaking about Beyonce. The panel is Osterism in New York or in New Key. Oh, that's awesome. Girl, you be booked and busy. I love it. I need to catch up on the Gilded Age. I'm a season behind. You can do it. You've got time. It won't be out until like 9 o'clock tomorrow night. You got time to binge a season. True, I do have time to watch. I'll also watch Walk the Line. I rented from the library. I've never seen it. Oh, Johnny Cash and Reese Witherspoon. Who is that? Joaquin Phoenix and Reese Witherspoon in that one. They say be mindful, guys, of your Libby and all of that. I don't know if how many people use Libby for like audiobooks or digital media from their public library, but I guess there was legislation passed that could possibly be defunding it. So there'll be lesser titles, longer wait times, stuff like that. So just be mindful of that as far as the media you consume and how you consume it. You might need to find another route or way. I love a musical child. Nicole, I'm over here. That now I was gonna go in Discord after this and do the old 80s, 90s Lifetime movies, but a good old musical afternoon, I don't know, it could be great. I love Gypsy the movie with Natalie Wood. I love Gypsy. You have to watch the one. I've seen that one. I've seen the 60s version, but the Divine Miss M is going to do it for me every single time. I've seen both. Like when I tell you Gypsy is my favorite, I've seen every iteration of it that has been done on TV. However, Bette Midler is going to do it for me every time. I don't think nobody's effing with Bette Midler except Audra. Just saying. I don't think nobody's seeing her bar for bar. Just like I honestly, just like I don't think nobody's seeing Barbara Streisand. I said what I said. Said what I said. Field trip. Listen, that would be amazing if we could get a trip together and go to Broadway and just go see musicals. I'd be here for that. I'd be here for that. I'd plan something like that. I would love to see Audra McDonald and Gypsy. Too bad I don't live in NYC. Go on YouTube and check out her Tony Award performance for just this past Tony Awards. And the fact that she didn't win it, well, our girl already got like 6 or 7 Tony Awards, but still. Nah, this is a gathering for friends. Okay, I was saying we moving fast if the family's coming over, Chuck. All right. Who's on the grill? Do you have grill duty? Who on the grill, Chuck? Or are you having it catered? What you doing? I think Karen Pittman needed to leave and just like that because they were wasting her character. I was ready to see some fine black men. Listen, but I liked her over there, and I get it because the show, she was probably like, this is bad. Let me go on there and be over there with Forever in the newsroom. And I get it, girl, because go over there and get that cute coin. But I miss her. I feel like she is what was making me come around to the show in season two. It was Naya's world for me. especially since they were trying to do the whole diversity and inclusion thing. I think she's the one who made that. Dreamgirls is my favorite musical of all time. Okay, now that's an honorable mention. Oh, if I had to rank them, oh gosh, I have so many, and I have so many. I can Jesus Christ Superstar, baby, is up there, and it's only one version of Jesus Christ Superstar that I can do. But baby, when I tell you, they sang down, everybody sang down in Jesus Christ Superstar, and I'm a fan of vocal talents, so that's gonna do it for me. I'm gonna be over there with Little Shop of Horrors because Audrey sings down. You hear me? And y'all know how I feel about Rick Moranis. I have a crush on Rick Moranis since I'm a little girl, just FYI. Fiddler on the Roof is my ish. Yibby dibby 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 dum. All day long I'd bitty bitty bum if I were a wealthy man. Yeah, I like all that. Anything with Barbara, I'm absolutely here for. I love Hair. Um, Rent was so good, sad but very very good. I loved the original Wicked. Now this might be an upset. I'm not a huge fan of the movie, y'all. My Elphaba has always been Adina Menzel. Um, that's just a thing. Who else? Oh, my musical Singing in the Rain. Oh my goodness. Musicals were my life for so long, y'all. I love a good hood jam. I love a good musical. Hot take. I like the Audra version over the Diana Ross. Jasmine. When I tell you, she again, and I love Lady Sings the Blues. No hate to it. I think Diana did it. I think that's some of Diana's best work, period. I think Diana did her best work in Lady Sings the Blues and Mahogany. However, Audra, one night at the whatever it was, her one woman show where she does, there's no comparison, but it might be comparing apples to oranges. But no, Audra did her big thing. And again, like I said, not looking anything. It's so hard because when you're basing it on someone who was a real person and you try to cast it, we get really caught up a lot of times on the aesthetic and how the person looks and how it compares to who they were. She's one of the only people that I didn't even think about it. Like I was not sitting there the whole time comparing how her aesthetic to Billie Holiday's because I was just enraptured by the performance. And that's a feat because we see them try us all the time and it doesn't work. But baby, she worked it. Yeah, so just be mindful. There will be changes to the Libby app. So just be on the lookout. Like I said, they say there'll be lesser titles, less availability and longer wait times. So just be on the lookout for that. Hey Greta. Speaking of Audra, I was able to catch her Billie Holiday on Broadway. I know it was incredible. I only got to see it on HBO because you know that they had done a whole thing for it on HBO. I actually have never seen a Broadway show on Broadway. Like I've seen the touring shows, when they come to different states, but I've not ever seen a show on Broadway. So definitely want to do that. And I always think autumn in New York. So maybe I'll have to do something this fall. But that's when I'm moving. I don't know, y'all. Figure it out. LOL, I'm the only person that likes season 3, probably because I lived with a chef and I hung out with restaurant people. And you know what, Lynn, when you said that, that was a very astute observation because I do think it was a love letter to the industry and to chefs because it was so indulgent. They really made it about the art of like the food and the dynamic of it all. But it for me, I just want to know more about Carmine and my John Bernthal. You know what I'm saying? I love me some Divine Miss M. I might have to watch her version of Gypsy. If you listen and get your life, watch her version and tell me she don't eat down. Like, quit playing with me. All right. And if you haven't seen The Rose, go watch that. Bette Midler's repertoire, especially pre 1990, top tier. Go over there. Yeah, I don't play about her. I don't and don't and don't. Yes, nobody is playing with Barbara Streisand. I think the first thing that I ever saw Barbara in was the Yentl. Was it? It might have been Funny Face, baby, but she ate down every song. I said, ain't nobody effing with Barbara. Hear me. Now she got a new album coming out. I haven't seen Barbara in years. Bless her. If you're into good book audio on the era, try Husband Hunters. It's all about new money American moms who got into high society marrying their girls into British aristocracy. It's juicy. Honey, that sounds like the damn Buccaneers, what the Buccaneers is trying to be. And if you're, listen, because let's go over there because the Buccaneers season 2 just came out on Apple TV. I tried again to go back and watch season 1. I can't do it. Go back and watch the original Buccaneers and get your whole life because that's the same concept. It's like these Yankee women going over to Europe to find, to marry into the aristocracy. It's something. I'm not a musical girly, but I'll dip my toe from time to time. Yes, yes. Little Shop of Horrors. Watched it again the other night. It's my ish. No, Audra's in Gypsy. Audra's in Gypsy on Broadway right now as we speak. They just did a revival of Little Shop of Horrors, probably the like last fall maybe, and that cast was amazing. They even did a tiny desk for it. So good, so good, so good, so good, so good. Check out that tiny desk if you haven't. Mahogany, I own the vinyl of the soundtrack. Do you know where you're going to? Do you know the things that life is showing you? Where are you going to? Listen, Mahogany gonna get it from me every time. And Billy D. Williams over there, listen, yes, Husband Hunter is all about Gilded Age gold diggers, and the gold diggers were British era. Listen, don't give Ryan Murphy no more ideas. That'll be his next bag over there in the feud situation, which I would actually be here for it if he did something like that. I'm grilling and chilling. Got a custom Raiders apron with CJ embroidered on it. I know that. You better accessorize. I enjoyed season 3. Okay, see, Golden. I've heard, like I said, it was aesthetically pleasing. It just didn't move me in terms of the story. Not 36 of y'all over here. Say hello. Make sure you're voting. Let me know where you're at, how you're doing today. This is our weekly check in for the Sweet Peas. This is a time where we connect with each other. We find out how everyone's week was, and we just chat. So make yourself welcome. This is an open community, right? We can disagree, but we keep it cute. We respect each other. But yeah, join in. So right now for the poll, you guys, Gilded Age is at 40%, Squid Game coming in second at 23%, Ironheart at 20%, and The Bear at 17%. Like I said, I'm watching all of them. I'm gonna see what it do. You're moving? Are you leaving North Carolina? No, I don't think I'm leaving the Carolinas. Not now, at least, but one day, definitely. I'll be heading back west at some point. The Rose is fantastic. One of my favorites. Also, Beaches is great too. This might be an upset and a hot take as well. I could never get into Beaches. Everyone was like, it's such a tearjerker. If you love Still Magnolias, you're going to cry for Beaches. I did not shed a single tear watching Beaches. And I may need to go back because maybe I just wasn't, in my right place. That type of content is my catnip. I'll be on the lookout for that book. Absolutely. Listen, Tina's episode had me in tears. Maybe I felt it more because I was fresh out of work and older. Plus, being a Chicago girl, I feel the show in a special way. I love Tina. She's married to my guy from Dexter in real life. I think she's adorable. And I think that was real, just trying to find a space after working for someone for so long and having to bust into a new industry. Like I got it. It just, you know, Yentl, funny girl, the way we were. Oh, baby, the way we were. If I had the chance to do it all again, tell me, would we? Would we? Listen and go and listen to the lyrics of those songs. Those shows are scored so perfectly. Those movies are scored so perfectly. Unmatched. Hey, Demarcus. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Hope y'all are having an amazing day. Lord, YouTube ain't told me. That's why I put this on the calendar all week because I said that, pretty girl. I said, I'm going to start putting it on the calendar in advance so it's always on my channel. That way, if YouTube doesn't give the notification, it won't be a thing. But they try it every single time. Not me singing with you, child. Listen, Demarcus, I am 2 episodes behind on The Shy. I'm so unmotivated to watch. BMF too. I'm episodes behind on that too. I haven't watched since the first episode of BMF. Like I said, that ritual out in the desert did it for me. I might order some barbecue too. Matter of fact, that actually sounds very good. It sounds very, very good. Thank you so much for sharing the collective link, Jasmine. I appreciate you. Thank you to Marcus for the $5 super chat. Thank you for showing some love, girl, because your sis needs a good, cute coin. The way the events of this week transpired, I need more than a cute coin, so I'm gonna be doing a whole bunch more videos. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Which song is better? Who's That Girl? Or The Baddest Bee by Trina? Ooh, let me go back. Let me flash back in time. Da-dun-da-da-da-dun-da-da. Who's that girl? Uh-uh. Who the baddest? I'm going over there with Trina. I think I was in my I was in my Trina era. Cause I thought I was that girl, honey. I had got a little white compressor. It wasn't a pink compressor, but it was a white compressor. And I drank my Fiji water, and I just really was feeling Trina in that moment. Like I love a good hood jam. I'm going over there with Trina. Y'all drop it in the drop it in the chat. Which song is better? Who's That Girl by Eve or The Baddest Chick by Trina? This is purely just based on my history. Yeah, I'm going over there with Trina. I'm going over there with the baddest. I am. News just in: Interview with the Vampire has just started production. I'm so excited. Finally, we're not gonna get it till 2026 though. Maybe y'all have to watch it with me in the Discord because I don't know if I can get to it. Jasmine said, "I'm from South Florida. I gotta go with the baddest." Listen, okay, okay. A lot of y'all from Chicago over here. It's the Midwest vibes. That's what it is. It's Midwest vibes. What? Yes, give beaches another try, Lord Jesus. We might have to do that together, Nicole, because I just don't know. I just don't know. Ashley, I like I said, I didn't. I'm behind on it. I'm behind. Y'all, I want a grill and I want like a good old fashioned charcoal grill, but you can't have it on the balcony because it can't be within close or proximity to the apartment. But I just want some burgers and some chicken and a good old steak on the grill. That would be so amazing. Damn it. That's what I want. You already prepped your meats. Who's making the sides though, Darfalina? Who's making the sides? Exactly. The baddest chick, Trina. EVE. Okay, we've got one EVE. All right. The baddest bee. It's like an era you like had to be there and live it. You know what I mean? Cuz that would be like your anthem, your theme song, you know? Ooh, child, those were some days. Those were the clubbing days. I'm gonna go with Trina, even though Eve is my girl. Listen. Hey Ariel, good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you, Joshua. I appreciate you, bro. That was kind. Let us see, y'all, where we're at. Okay, y'all say Gilded Age. Is that one? Then Squid Game. Are y'all excited about the final season of Squid Game? And also, if you haven't liked the live, go ahead, do me a favor and hit the like button for me. That'd be the little entry fee. Just hit that like button for me. Yep, Squid Game coming in second place, Ironheart in third, and The Bear in fourth. And y'all, I think we have even more shows and movies than that. Like F1 just came out yesterday. 28 years later, which I'm definitely gonna watch. I kind of need to watch 28 weeks later first, don't I? Yeah. Tyra made me watch 28 days in our horror with heart movie marathon. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, let's see what else we got. Oh, that's what also comes out Friday, a brand new Apple show called Smoke, which looks really, really good. I'm excited about that. The Ultimatum Queer Love. We haven't decided if we're going to be covering that or not, but that does come out this week as well. The Barbara Walters documentary, My Mom Jane documentary comes out. This is going to be kind of like a little bit of a heavy week of movies and TV. I'm excited. I need it. Everything's been so blah and bland and dry. We just been over here watching damn. What have we been watching? Love Island. Oh, child. And that mess was the nastiest stuff I ever saw in my life last night. That birding milk to one another, that was so vile. Oh gosh. My mother is making the sides because if it was up to me, there'd be none. It'd be straight meat. Bring the meat, Darfleet. Just voted for Gilded Age. If you're interested in the lives of Gilded Age, Dollar Prince Collectors read the book To Marry an English Lord. Oh, Mr. Mrs. Russell. Yes, they say catch up on that because that's based on the true life of the Vanderbilts, right? Consuelo. Yes, it's Midwest vibes in here. I'm in Atlanta, but I won't be leaving anytime soon, but I do know I will leave eventually. Yeah, I'm excited for to have Squid Game out of my life for good. Darfelina, the way we got hooked on Squid Game immediately, though. If you guys don't know, was that even before? Where did we watch that in Discord together? I think we did because I had never watched Squid Game, so we binged it all together and we were all hooked off that first season. Who's that girl went too hard in the all ages club? I was like 16 and had everyone dancing. I remember the teeny bopper clubs, honey. I was in there. Eve's who that girl was fire. Eve. Those were the days we would dress business casual. Listen, with some culottes and a nice little vest. You know, a sleeveless vest. That was the look. I did not like the last season of Squid Game. Oh, but this is the final. We gotta close it out. We gotta round it out. I thought we watched it, Ashley. We watched 28 Days Later. We haven't watched 28. I have never seen 28 Weeks Later. I watched the intro for like a horror live that I think Kay had back in the day, but because it was like a cold openings or something. So I watched like the first 15 minutes of it. But Squid Game, I know we all watched together. Gotta go. Have a lovely day, everyone. Thanks, Ashley. Thanks, Leslie. Have a great day, Books, Gurs, and Purrs. Appreciate you, boo. Apple shows are usually good, but never promoted. I know, low reacts. I know. I tried to watch Duster, but I only watched one episode and I wasn't, so I didn't finish it. But they're saying that it's really good. I actually am going to watch Foundations this weekend because the new season comes out and I've heard nothing but rave reviews about it. So I am going to go over there and check that out. I've never watched Gilded Age nor Squid Games. I'm giving Iron Heart a chance because Black woman. So exactly. That's what I said. Whatever you feel, like just let's watch and support her. She's getting so much backlash. I want to go over there. I do. I want to support her. And like I said, if it's good, I'll definitely want to talk about it. Um, I definitely want to talk about it if it's good, but I'll definitely be watching. Have you watched Your Friends and Neighbors? I watched episode one because John Hamm is over there, and y'all know I adore John Hamm. But I've never finished it, and I've heard it was good too. I lost momentum with it. I need to watch. I stopped watching Grey's Anatomy season 12. So what does that make me like 8 seasons behind now? Aren't they like on season 20? Lord. Has anyone been watching The Studio on Apple? Rogan, isn't that his name? Seth Rogen gives me the ick. So I didn't watch it, but I heard that it was funny. Was it good? Was it good? I'm in the mood for some potato salad. Potato salad sounds good. Some baked beans sounds good. Some macaroni and cheese sound good. And some grilled food sounds good. I'm going to order Jim and Nick's. That's it. Love Island can be a bit raunchy. I promise I'm not a prude. Baby, like I said, the milk was just, what are we doing? Why are we doing this? So happy Princess Jasmine appreciates my inner Aladdin. I know that's right, Chuck. I really want the best. I really hope that this all works out for you. I really hope that she's everything that you want her to be and need her to be. And I hope you're everything for her that she wants and needs in a partner too. I really hope that. You sound so excited. I love how excited you are. I could never get into Squid Game. Oh, that's because you had to watch it with us, Joshua. I don't think you were here with us when we were doing it. Girl, we gotta watch it, even for the first 20 minutes. Are you talking about 28 weeks later? Maybe we'll watch that. Because I actually was like, I need to watch I Know What You Did Last Summer because the new one's coming out. And I haven't watched I Know What You Did Last Summer in 100 years. So I need to watch it. I need to see my young Jennifer Love Hewitt, honey, and see what's happening over there. And I need to watch 28 Weeks Later. So maybe it'll be like a little two part. Because I was debating what I wanted to watch in the Discord after this live. If we want to do the 80s, 90s Lifetime movies, if we want to do musicals, or maybe we could just do I Know What You Did Last Summer and 28 Weeks Later. Y'all let me know. Let me know in the chat right now what y'all want to do. Vic, I heard the studio is really good, but I haven't been enticed. Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about it. Yes, Ashley, that was me. Give Duster another try when you feel like it. I really thought it was going to be a vibe because I love a good period piece. I love a good 70s, 80s moment, a 70s moment. And I just, that girl. I'm not a Seth Rogen fan, but this one is funny. Did you see the teaser of Force? I didn't, but I did read an article on Deadline talking about the last season and how they dropped the teaser. You know, I like Tommy with other people. I don't necessarily like Tommy on his own. Like I like him in relationship to people. I stopped watching Grey's in 2010, but I remember the first season. I was obsessed. Me and my girls would have lunch dates just to debrief. Listen, the way the way Grey's had me, and that first season was so. Them first couple seasons were top tier TV. I don't care what anybody says. I'm not a big fan of Seth Rogen either, but Studio was really good, and the episodes are short and they're all up now. What I really loved over there on Apple TV was Shrinking. Was Now that's one with him that I didn't mind. What is her name? Jennifer Byrne, Jen Byrne. What's her, y'all? The girl from Damages is over there, and he's over there, and they were like friends back in college, but they both like grew up. She got married, had a family, but they're like reconnecting after all the years. That was funny. I think Apple TV does good with comedy. Apple TV, it's just to me, it's just so hit and miss. I can't wrap my head around y'all actually grilling when it's triple digits outside. Oh my God. But give me a plate. I want some mac and cheese, beans, a burger, and some ribs, maybe. That sounds so good. Yeah, I think today, maybe. I think today. Okay. So it's the, okay. I never watched Gilded Age. Oh, come on, Vic. And it's right up your alley. I think you would like it. And it's good to see you, Boo. How is everything going with you? How's everything going with you? I've missed you. Roseburn, that's her name. You know what I'm talking about. Apple TV fave is Sugar with Colin. You know I like a noir moment, and I thought that was so well executed. I actually liked Sugar, but I never finished it. I got halfway through. Vic, I'm gonna watch Foundation some point this weekend. That depends what musicals. I was gonna do probably Gypsy because that's my favorite of all time. Maybe Jesus Christ Superstar, maybe Little Shop of Horrors. I don't know. I was just gonna do two or three because we do still have a live at 7 tonight. No Grey's Anatomy. Oh no, Grey's Anatomy. Oh girl, I thought Gilded Age what you're talking about. Oh gosh, that's an endeavor. Like I said, I really love the first seasons of Grey's. I think that was great TV. Is Gilded Age similar to the show? I can't remember the name, but it's British and popular. If you're thinking of Downton Abbey, kind of, but not really. There's elements that's the same because Julian Fellows did both. He was the creator of Downton. I love Downton Down Bad. So if you like Downton, there's a good opportunity that you would like the Gilded Age, but not necessarily. The Gilded Age is set in America, which is different for a lot of those period pieces. And we got blacks over here. So, there's that. And not to say, towards the end of Downton, there were a few blacks sprinkled, but wasn't the same. My favorite, yeah, I'm gonna catch up on Foundations. It looked really good. I watched episode one last night. The Gilded Age, yes. I never watched Grays. Oh my goodness. Oh nope, I vote for the horror movies. You know what? Don't do me. No, I have a beer date with that homie in a few. Gonna miss it if you watch. I know. Oh no, that girl from yonder. Well, have fun with the homie. Is it just a homie? Or is it like a homie lover friend moment? Been going, things are looking better. Lots of doctor's appointments. He's taking things day by day. I understand. Let us know if you need anything, any support, any prayer. That is what we are here for, Vic. We got you. Absolutely. I see you be posting how you feel. That's how I know you're good. I'm like, okay, she's posting over there. I see. Because if whether y'all believe it or not, we check in for you guys. We are always looking for you guys. I'm always looking for a comment. Like I'm gonna have to send an APB out for Miriam because I know that she's been missing lately. But we notice when you're not there. We notice when you're missing. I notice when you post in the collective Discord and don't. So I'm always watching and looking, even if we don't necessarily make contact or I don't call your name out. Just know you're always on my mind and y'all are always in my prayers as well. So just know that. And we're all here. Everybody is checking for everybody. So know that. Wait, now I remember Bridgerton. Okay, yeah, Bridgerton is way different though. Bridgerton is like, it's some of the stuff that I say that I hate, but I think Shonda did it well in those first couple seasons, which is modernizing a period piece. And there's, comic, comedic relief. Like that's different. That's more satirized, I feel like, while the Gilded Age is probably more of like a historical fiction, more closely related to it. There's not as much levity or like fun to it, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Fun fact: Rose Byrne is a stepmom to one of Lena Horne's grandkids. What? That's so random. That's so random. Um, y'all gonna be screaming at the screen during the first 20 minutes of 28 weeks later. Oh my goodness. I'm making turkey burgers today and homemade French fries. That sounds good. Yeah, I've been venting on IG via meme. I see it, girl. I've been seeing your stories. Yes, see, Golden. We all pray things improve quickly in Jesus' name. Oh, Lord. All my homies age strictly homies. I don't double dip with my boys. I know that's right. Boundaries, clear lines. Uh, Demarcus, now who are we gonna do? Ashley, will you and Tyra cosplay? We'd be probably more inclined to cosplay for Gilded Age than divorced sisters. There, we like to do more character based, where the characters are kind of over the top for cosplay. But I don't know. We'll see. Let's just get through the season, Demarcus. We still working on it. Low reacts. Yes, yes, yes. Ah, Ashley, we love you too. Absolutely. That's what this is for, y'all. That's what the sweet peas are. A loving community. Y'all know we love each other real bad. Shonda Rhimes shows go downhill quickly for me. It's hard to keep that momentum. Hey, Toshiba, drop in, guys. Make sure you vote for what you're most looking forward to this week in terms of shows in the chat. Also, let me know where you're at, what coast you're on. Hey, how you're feeling today, what the weather's like. Hey, Toshiba, our Juneteenth birthday girl. Good. We hope you had an amazing birthday. Hope it brought everything you wanted and hope you got to rest and relax yesterday. We're just chatting. I'm about to actually end this and we'll probably go on the Discord and watch those horror movies 28 weeks later. And damn, I know what you did last summer. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And I think I'm going to order me some barbecue because y'all got me feeling away. But y'all, thank y'all so much for coming through and hanging out. Let me go ahead and end the poll and see what we ended off at. And thank you, Demarcus, for the super chat. I really, really appreciate that. You coming through, always showing love. Okay, we had 36 votes total. Gilded Age was the top that you're most, so I expect all of y'all to be at the live for the Gilded Age. Squid Game was next at 25%, Ironheart at 19%, and The Bear with 16%. Rod, what is that? Post it in the Discord. I don't know anything about it. Fun fact, Demarcus, Tyra actually has a review for Strictly Business on her channel. Go just put Struggle Reviews TV Strictly Business. She did it probably last fall, so it's fairly fresh. It's fairly fresh. And y'all know we will be back next Saturday, same place, same time. I'll try to do noon Eastern Standard Time on Saturdays. So whether you get a notification or not, you know what we're cooking with. But Rod, send me the article or the link in the Discord or the video. If it's over there, put it in the Discord for me or message me so I can take a look because I have no clue. Yes, y'all. I love it when a plan comes together and we can all hang out. Good. Good. Girl, I hired them cleaners and asked for extra deep clean. Do you know they played in my face? I got to find a whole new cleaning service. Aggravation Nation. But y'all, love you much. I'll meet you in the Discord around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll set up an event and drop the link over there, but we'll definitely watch 28 Weeks Later and I Know What You Did Last Summer. That'll be our afternoon watch in the Discord. But love y'all. I will see y'all guys at 2 o'clock in the Discord. Thank y'all for coming through. Shout out to the 30 some people who stayed the whole time. I appreciate y'all. Good to meet you. Leave a comment, leave a like, hit the notification bell, and subscribe. If you haven't already subscribed, consider a membership. We do have movie night tonight every Saturday night. So make sure you're over there. Love y'all bunches. I will see y'all in the Discord.